Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm SocietySucks and today I'm checking out Unhealthy Sports, the Most Dangerous Games by Mitsu Studio. I'm going into this with zero knowledge, completely blind, so let's see what these sports are.
Doing sports is good for your health, right? Well, in most cases
It depends.
But we have a list of sports that are far from healthy. The feeling of winning feels good, but the feeling of losing might go far beyond feeling disappointed when participating in one of these games. From the ancient Maya civilization in Mesoamerica to the modern-day running of the bulls through the narrow streets of Pamplona,
oh god, no! I've seen that running with the bulls. That is terrible.
You really want to end up as a winner.
I don't get why anyone would participate in that.
You just have to make sure you win. These are our top picks for most unhealthy sports in the world.
Was that cheese rolling? Bo-taoshi?
Building a human tower is a well-known activity around the world. Until Japan discovered a way of how to add a destructive touch to it all. A Japanese habit to be
it's this weird game, yeah. I've seen this before.
With this sport, two giant teams of up to 75 players each fight around a 10-meter high pole.
So I guess I'm not going in completely blind to this video.
To keep their poles straight up, which is a weird sentence, I do realize. Anyway, the attacking team on the other side will charge towards the defending team to bring their poles closer to the ground. In this case, closer means 30 degrees for all you I need a number geeks. Pulling, kicking, wrestling, it's all allowed, which often results in injuries of different types. Higher up on the human pyramid, the danger of falling and breaking a few bones becomes yet another risk.
What if you break your neck?
If you fall down and hurt yourself, you might find yourself being crushed by, well, the other 149 players who are now climbing on top of you.
Why would anyone play this? Cheese rolling, yeah, I know this one as well. It's stupid, but it's funny to watch.
The county of Gloucestershire in England is famous for its beauty and for its local sport. They also have a famous sauce that's sold around the world. Oh, sorry, that's in Worcestershire. Your fault, England. Try giving normal names to things, okay? Anyway, in Gloucestershire they have the Gloucester cheese, famous for its deliciousness. It's so delicious that it's chased by hordes of people down the hill. This local tradition is believed to be more than 600 years old, and since that time people have been running down a long grass slope chasing a rolling Gloucester cheese during an annual event which is called cheese rolling. A sophisticated name for a sophisticated sport.
Yeah,
the hill is so steep
sophisticated.
that contenders will start to trip, roll, and often subsequently hurt themselves because of a thing called gravity. The fastest contender without any bone fracture grabs the cheese down the hill and can crawl back home as a winner. The best thing would be to take a shower first, since you probably smell worse than the cheese you just won.
All of that for one wheel of cheese. Mob football? What the
They say football is a gentleman's game played by savages. But there was a time when football was a savage game played by, well, actually, savages. This is mob football, a game which was played in England in the Middle Ages. Go figure. The rules of the game, or better said, the lack of rules, made this whole thing a straightforward undertaking. There were two opposing teams, and for starters, it didn't even matter how large the teams were. Each team had to drag an inflated pig's bladder to a marker somewhere in the city centre. In the meantime, they also had to prevent the other team from doing the same thing. And in this case, prevent could mean a lot of things.
No!
While murder and manslaughter were forbidden, how sporty, many people still used a lot of creativity to deter the other players from scoring points.
Okay, so this just seems like football mixed with hockey. Because in hockey, they straight up beat each other up.
Concerns grew over time. Probably the countless injuries, destroyed properties, and the disruption of, public order had something to do with it.
Bull running. Another stupid sport. I despise this one.
No, we are not talking about bull riding. This is bull running, which is different, with people being in front of a bull instead of on it. A minor detail. During the San Fermin festival in the Spanish city of Pamplona, a group of frantic bulls is set loose to chase a large group of thrill-seeking people through the narrow streets of the city centre.
Why would anyone participate in this?
You can probably guess where this is going, since it's always a matter of time before the slowest individuals run out of breath, time, or any
Just jump the fence!
When that happens, these unlucky participants are literally being bulldozed, which often results in some unpleasant physical altercations with that same group of bulls.
It could result in death.
Due to the risks
Like
and dangers
that.
of bull running, there is much debate going on about continuing this cultural event, but because this sport still appears very popular, it's unlikely it will steer away from its traditions anytime soon.
I mean, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Group B rally.
Do you think Formula One is a dangerous sport, or otherwise NASCAR? Oh boy, you have seen nothing yet. Have you ever heard of Group B Rally? Well, Group B Rally was a set of regulations for grand touring for sports car racing and rallying starting in 1982. Group B Rally is an answer to the question, can you replace the steel guardrail on a track with one made of humans and still have a race? Combine a yes answer to that question with
I mean,
a new
technically you
generation
can.
of ultra-fast and super powerful rally cars.
Oh my
and you
God,
get yourself
hell no.
a real-life Carmageddon event, with still a bit of racing involved, of course. Despite numerous accidents, with spectators being fractured in a split second, or being split in a fracture of a second, the sport continued to exist for more than a decade. Ultimately, the sport was considered too dangerous. Duh. And Group
Good.
B Rally reached its own finish line in 1993.
Phone booth fighting? Nah, that's gotta be fake. There's no way
One might
this is
say
real.
boxing is an extreme sport. Probably another would say MMA more so. But at least those sports happen in a fighting ring. This is not the case with phone booth fighting, where two guys fight it out in, yep, you guessed it, a phone booth. You can forget about dodging your opponent by taking a few steps back, nor screaming for the referee to end the fight. Before the fight starts, the two boxers begin with their backs against each other. When the bell or phone rings, it's absolute mayhem in a very confined space in a very short amount of time. Because none of the fighters have a better place to go to, it usually doesn't take long before someone has a very bad day.
Yeah, you just
Despite
have
the
to keep
dangers of
hitting,
a good old
keep
phone booth
punching.
fight, there actually is a positive element to all this. Whether you need the referee to end the fight or you are in dire need of serious medical attention, you are in the perfect place to make a quick phone call.
Pok-ta-pok.
Is it just me, or does Pock to Pock sound like a fun game to play? Then wait
Sounds
until
like some
I
sort
tell
of
you that
STD to
playing
me.
this old Maya game could result in the sacrifice of its participants.
Oh.
Sounds less like fun
Not
now,
fun.
doesn't it? Or actually, it sounds like more fun, to be honest. The objective of the game was to keep a heavy rubble ball in play by hitting it with your hips, forearms, and sometimes with rackets or bats. And an instant win was guaranteed when the ball was played through a hoop on the wall. In order not to be sacrificed, players might be very motivated to play a good game and win.
Yeah.
Well, though luck, because the Mayas sometimes sacrifice the winners of the game to honor their victory. To which the winning team might say, fuck that shit, I'd
Yeah.
rather have the silver medal and go home. There were many different variants of the game, and sometimes captives were forced to play. In many cases, they were sacrificed whether they lost or won, which is a bit cruel and not very motivating to play ball.
Yeah.
Not in the literal nor figural sense. Yes, we're
I mean,
bunch
they
of
were
people,
captives,
those
so they were
Mayans.
gonna die anyway. Chili eating contest. Once again, you're just causing harm
Welcome
to your
the
body.
world of competitive hot chili consumers. This practice has got loads of people all hot and thirsty on the internet for years already. But there are also competitions where daredevils gather to feast on a delicious Scoville-rich menu of peppers. In most cases, this sport is more of a delight for the spectators than it is for the participants. As more and more people start to make weird faces while entering a world of pain. The side effects of eating the world's hottest peppers are no silly joke. Peppers like the Carolina Reaper can cause great overstimulation of the nerves. Basically, your nerves are telling your brain that Satan is deep-throating his flaming trident down your throat, and he politely asks you to just swallow. In some cases,
It's like
people
you're sucking
experience an
Satan's
increased
cock.
heart rate, dizziness, or
I can't believe I've said
hyperventilation.
that.
Some poor bastards even went into anaphylactic shock or got their stomachs looking like the Earth's fucking core.
Yeah,
As
that's
you
what
can
happens
imagine
when you
by
do
now,
stupid
this
stuff.
culinary highway to hell is not for the faint-hearted. Literally.
Beer mile? You have to run
If
a
you
mile
want to run a
drunk?
marathon but you lack confidence, then this sport is made for you. Welcome to Beer Mile.
German,
the
for
title
sure.
of the game pretty much explains the whole game. Before you start running, you must finish a delicious cold can of beer, after which you can start your lap of 400 meters. This process is repeated 3 more times, as you can see.
This is
not
definitely
a
in
sophisticated
Germany.
sport by any standard, but you probably saw that coming when I told you beer was involved.
Yep. It's
But don't
German.
make the mistake you can just do whatever you want.
Probably in Bavaria.
For example, you are not allowed to vomit, so a good balance between running speed and drinking speed is crucial. I guess Shia LaBeouf and Justin Bieber found this one out the hard way. But in their defense, who didn't in Hollywood? For sure, I don't have to explain to you what is unhealthy about this sport, and if you really want to know, just rewatch the video and pay attention this time. Thanks a lot.
Wait, what? The beer mile originated in Canada? International competitions are in places like the US, Belgium, and the UK. You're telling me you're gonna have a competition where you have to drink beer and then run, and Germany is not the one that invented it? Makes no sense to me. Yeah, anyway, these were all stupid sports which you definitely should not take part in, because if you do, you'll probably get injured, possibly even die, or suffer an injury which would cause you to want to die. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. If you want to see more reactions, check out this video right here. And with that, I hope I'll see you in the next video.